There's a loaded barbell sitting on a gym floor somewhere, maybe 60 kilos on it. Something most people would struggle to lift. Your body manufactured roughly that much ATP today, and you had no idea it was happening. I want to walk you through that number, why it's stranger than it first sounds, and then I want to be honest with you about how solid it actually is. Because this is one of those facts that gets repeated constantly online, and almost nobody mentions where it comes from. Let's start with what ATP is. Adenosine triphosphate. It's the molecule your cells spend. Not the food you eat, not the fat you store. Those are inputs. ATP is the actual currency at the point of use. Every muscle contraction is paid for in ATP. Every nerve impulse. Every protein your body builds. Every ion pumped across a membrane, which is happening constantly in every cell you have. It all runs on the same molecule. And the way your cells make it is the thing I talk about on this channel constantly. Food gets broken down, electrons get stripped off, those electrons travel down the electron transport chain inside your mitochondria. And the energy from that journey drives the machinery that builds ATP. So how much do you make? The commonly cited figure is somewhere between 60 and 100 kilograms per day, roughly your own body weight. Now here's what makes that number strange rather than just large. You are not carrying 60 kilograms of ATP around inside you. Obviously, at any given moment, your entire body contains somewhere around 60 grams of it. That's about the weight of a hen's egg. 60 grams present. 60 or more kilograms consumed. Those two facts can only coexist if the same molecules are being used and rebuilt over and over, extremely fast. And that's exactly what happens. The estimate is that every ATP molecule in your body gets spent and regenerated once or twice a minute, continuously for your entire life. Let me put it at the cellular scale because I find this the most striking version. A single cell consumes on the order of 10 million molecules of ATP every second. 10 million per second in one cell. And you have roughly 40 trillion cells. So the picture to hold in your head is in a battery. A battery holds a charge and slowly gives it up. You're not that. You're a refinery. Material comes in, gets processed, gets consumed, and gets rebuilt immediately, and the whole operation never stops. Not while you sleep, not for 1 second. Now, I told you I'd be honest about how solid these numbers are, and I want to do that properly because this is a fact that travels a long way without its caveats. Nobody has weighed anybody's ATP production. These figures are calculated. You start with how much energy a person consumes in food per day. You apply an assumed efficiency for how much of that energy gets captured as ATP rather than lost as heat. You know how much energy comes from breaking one ATP bond, and you work backwards to a mass. That's a legitimate method. It's also a method with assumptions baked into every step. And you can see the effect of those assumptions in the spread of the published numbers. Daily turnover gets quoted anywhere from about 40 kilograms to about 100. The amount of ATP present in the body at any moment gets quoted from a few grams up to 250 grams, depending on which source you look at. That's a wide range. It doesn't mean the fact is wrong. It means the fact is an order of magnitude estimate rather than a measurement, and it should be quoted that way. So here's how I put it accurately. Your body turns over a mass of ATP each day that's in the same ballpark as your body weight, while containing only a tiny fraction of that at any moment. That statement survives all the disagreement between sources. The precise number doesn't. I'd rather give you the honest version than the impressive one, though in this case the honest version is still fairly impressive. All right, what does this actually mean for you? There's one implication that matters more than all the rest, and it comes straight out of the mechanism. You cannot stockpile ATP. There's no reservoir, no storage tank. 60 grams is the entire buffer, and it turns over in under a minute. Your body has plenty of ways to store energy, but ATP isn't one of them. Which means production is driven almost entirely by demand. The system runs on request. When demand goes up, production goes up, effectively immediately. Textbooks put the resting figure at around 3 moles per hour, which is about 1.5 kilograms of ATP every hour, just lying still. And they note that during strenuous activity that rate can run as much as 10 times faster. 10 times on demand because you asked for it. And this connects to something I covered last weekend. When your muscle contracts, the calcium that triggers the contraction also switches on enzymes inside your mitochondria that speed up production. The order to work and the order to produce are the same signal. So the free lever today is the same one that keeps holding up, and now you can see why it holds up. Your cells don't expand their capacity because of anything you swallow. They expand it because you repeatedly ask for more than they're comfortable supplying. Demand is the signal. There isn't another one. It's Friday. You've probably got a bit more room this weekend than you do midweek. Walk somewhere instead of driving. Take the stairs. Carry your shopping instead of using a trolley. Do something that makes you breathe harder than sitting does. That's free, and it's the entire lever. Now, where my own recommendation sits, and it stays narrow. All of that rebuilding happens on the electron transport chain, inside your mitochondria. CoQ10 is one of the carriers in that chain, physically moving electrons between components so the ATP machinery can run. Levels tend to decline as we get older. I'm not claiming any supplement increases your ATP turnover. That's demand-driven, and I'd be overstating things badly if I implied a capsule changes it. If you want to support that machinery, the link in the description below is an affiliate link to Mitochondrial, which is PQQ and CoQ10 with a 90-day money-back guarantee. And if you like getting the big impressive number along with an honest account of where it came from, subscribe. That's the whole channel. This video is educational only, and it's not medical advice. Talk to your doctor before starting new or more intense exercise.